Hello everyone. In last video we have started a sexual reproduction in which I have already taught you about binary fission, budding, fragmentation and spore formation and vegetative propagation which take place by the different parts of the plant, by stem, by leaves and by roots. Now let's continue it. Here today I am going to teach you about the artificial vegetative propagation. The propagation also take place artificially. As some horticulturists have been developed artificial methods to promote vegetative propagation. The person who is expert in garden cultivation and management is called a horticulturist. So some horticulturists have been developed some artificial methods to promote the vegetative propagation. So that the plants who were not able to produce seeds and they can't reproduce their own self, so some other methods are used, artificial methods are used to promote their reproduction and their development of their species. Here are some methods by which the artificial propagation take place. The first one is cutting, grafting, layering and tissue culture. The first one here is cutting, which I am going to explain you first. Cutting, see what happens. Cutting the stem in small pieces and plant it in soil is called cutting. It's a very common method you have normally seen in some plants like rose, China rose and money plants. These are the plants which we have in our kitchen gardens also. In these, cut a part of the stem from anywhere, cut a part of the stem and just plant this in the soil. This portion plant in the soil. After some time, give it the water and favorable temperature. After some time, the new plant will arise from this new stem. This is called cutting. You will find cutting in rose, China rose and money plant. And the next one is grafting. And what is grafting? A stem cutting called cyme. Cyme is the portion without roots, is attached and tied to the other stem cutting part called stalk with roots to obtain a plant with features of two different plants. Example rose. In grafting, we need to do grafting to obtain a plant which having the properties of two different plants. Here we have the cyme portion of a plant and we will implant this on the another stalk portion which is having roots on it. This portion is only a part of a plant. This is only a stem of a plant or part of a plant which we cut down from that plant, and then on a stem which is already having roots on it, that is called stalk. On here we will cut down here a portion and will implant this cyme on this portion and will tie this portion with some tape. Here put some tape and tie it firmly. Then after some time and give the water properly, nutrition to the plant. After some time you will see the new leaflet have started germinating out from here. In this way we get a plant, we get a branch which will having variety. Here it is having two types of varieties, the qualities of this plant and the qualities of this plant. For example, if the stalk is giving red rose and we put a sign of white rose on it, see what happens. This branch will give you mixed rose having red and white color in it, or maybe it may be of pink color. In this way we do grafting to obtain a part of the plant with two different varieties. Now come to the layering. Now layering, a shoot of parent plant is bent down to touch soil and the bark is removed from the place it touches soil to develop roots. In layering, what happens? A plant is there which is already planted in the soil, a well developed plant. When any of its stem is bent down and it touches the soil, it is the soil and this is the branch which bent down, passed down, and it touched the soil from here. See what we have to do? We have to remove the bark present here. On this stem part, we have to remove the bark. With a knife, remove the bark here and let it continue to touch the soil. Even cover it with soil, put some soil over here, and also put a piece of wood or something heavy, put a piece of wood block or something like a stone here, to so that due to the weight it remain inside the soil. After some time you will see that this portion has starting bearing roots on here. This portion will start bearing roots. So what you have to do after this? After this, cut down from here, and this plant will grow in the form of new plant. And even you can plant this portion. Even you can plant this portion anywhere you want it. So here you see the one more characteristic of this branch continues to receive nutrition from the parent plant till the time it develops its roots to sustain itself. See why layering is necessary. Yeah, see why see. Okay, see what is the advantage of layering? Why layering necessary? What is the advantage of it? In layering, branch continues to receive nutrition from the parent plant till the time it develops its roots to sustain itself. See what happens when you take the stem to the soil and you remove the bark and put the soil on it. It remain attached with the parent body. Here it is the parent plant. So this portion is remain attached with the parent plant, so it continuously get nutrition from the parent plant till the time it develop its roots. So till that time it get the nutrition continuously from parent plant. You will definitely get success during layering. And the examples in which plants you will find the layering: in mint you can do this, in raspberries, in climbing rose. In these plants you can go for layering. How tissue culture method works? First of all, we have to take some cells of the existing plant. These cells you can take from anywhere, from the tip of the plant, from the roots of the plant, from anywhere you can take the cells. And these cells, first of all you have to develop a sterile medium. The whole of the process should be properly sterile. Means the cells should be free of microorganisms, pathogens, pests. It should be free of all these things. How will you sterile these cells? By using calcium hypochlorite and alcohol, you can sterile these cells. These cells put them in a medium containing, which should be rich in nutrients. In a test tube, in a beaker, put these cells which is having medium which is rich in nutrients which are necessary for the growth of cells. See what happens? These cells will start growing and will form a callus. Callus is unorganized, unspecialized dividing mass of cells. The cells regularly start cell differentiation. The cells regularly start cell differentiation and multiplication, and they will form a callus. And this callus, put this callus in a medium which contain the hormones and also rich in nutrients. Then it will develop into a embryo, and later on it will develop into a new plantlet. And which further you will plant it in the soil and get the new plant. So tissue culture is done in laboratory in sterile medium to get the same plant as the parent plant. You will find tissue culture in asparagus, banana, date, in this type of plants. Mostly tissue culture is done to save the variety of plant. See what happens if the pollination take place, and if there is a good variety plant and it will carry on the pollination, then maybe the next breed of this plant may not be able to give as such fruits and flowers as its parents give. So to get the same type of parent plant, the scientists go for tissue culture, as the qualities which the parent plant is having, the new plant definitely having the same qualities as that of its parent plant is having. So to save the genetically modified plants, hybrid plants, scientists go for tissue culture to protect these species. Now see advantages of vegetative propagation. What is the use of vegetative propagation? Why should we go for vegetative propagation? See, there are some very important uses of vegetative propagation. This is the faster method to develop a new plant. In this way, you can develop a new plant. You will get a new plant very fast. Very soon you will get the new plant. It will develop soon, it will rise soon, and it will very soon start bearing flowers and fruits on it. Means it bears flowers, fruits more earlier than the plants get by seeds. If you see a plant which you show by seed, and at the same time if you plant by vegetative propagation a plant, then you will see that the plant which developed by vegetative propagation, it will bear fruits and flowers more earlier than the plant which you get by seed. So it is very faster method to develop new plant, and also it very fastly give the flowers and fruits. Now offspring is exactly same of parent plant. Here, if you are having a good variety parent plant, then the offspring would be same as that of the parent plant. The same variety you will get. The fruits, the flowers would be of same quality. If you are having a red rose plant, then that its offspring will definitely give you same color plant, same color flowers. And useful for production of seedless plants like grapes and banana. So vegetative propagation is very much useful in protection of progeny of seedless plants. Seedless plants progeny can be protected by the method of vegetative propagation, as in grapes and banana, as in plants like grapes and banana. Now see disadvantages of vegetative propagation. There are some disadvantages also. Being an identical offspring, it will continue to bear the same disease or deformity. As here we are getting the same offspring, it is identical to the parent. So it will definitely having the same deformity as its parent is having. It will continue to bear the same disease as its parent is having. Second one, no dispersal of plants, chances of overcrowding will disrupt whole crop. See, in vegetative propagation there is no dispersal of plants. And the third one is be identical copy of parent plant. No hybrid and better variety will be get without artificial vegetative propagation. If you don't go for artificial vegetative propagation, then what will happen? You will get the same identical copy of parent plant. So it will not be having any hybrid quality, any better or improvement quality in it. The variety will be same as that of the parent plant. So you will not get a better quality plant like this if you go for the vegetative propagation. These are the disadvantages of vegetative propagation. Thank you.